This is Zichru Daf Simanim Gemara Makkos Daf Dalit, and Dalit, of course, is going to be a deles, a door. So we have a picture over here of a door swinging open. Now, where is it swinging open? As it swung open, it knocks over. It knocks over this colored water into the mikvah. And that's going to be point number one, 3 lugin of mayim she'uvim, that's mixed with wine, whether it's a quart of wine, whether it's a little bit of wine. Will it invalidate the mikvah? When you look at the picture over here, so Elik perfectly portrays that the water in the mikvah is not memsa, and this 3 lug is going to make it memsa. That's point number one. Point number two is, who's behind this door? You have behind this door, you have Eidim Zaymin. Again, we're in the world of Makkos, so of course it's going to be Eidim Zaymin. And there is, he's saying that they don't want to get Malkus and have to pay Tashlumim. That's going to be Shitas Rabbi Meir. And in the Mishnah on Daf Dalet Amud Aleph, that says there is Malkus and Tashlumim. And walks in a person who is Motzi Shemra, he defamed his wife, holding his back. Ouch, what happened? He got Malkus, even though Motzi Shemra is a lav, shein by Maisa. So the deles, the door flies open in Makkos Daf Dalet, knocking over the 3 lugim into the mikvah. We have Eidim Zomin hiding that they don't want to get Malkus and have to pay Tashlumim Shitas or Meir. And the Motzi Shemra, they got Malkus, even though it's a lav, shein by Maisa. So point number one is the discussion, which continues the dinim of Rav Yudah Marav, the different random dinim, because they're questioned by Rav Kahana. That has a little bit of yain, it will apostle up the mikvah. Rav says a little bit of wine, but because it's the color of wine, does not disqualify the mikvah. It's not called water, it's called wine. Brisa says it does disqualify. Rav says machlekes tanayim. As the Mishnah says, minus a quart of wine or milk doesn't disqualify, whereas sounds like 3 full lug would yes disqualify. Nachman Yuri says so it seemingly is such a machlekes. Rav Papa says no, it's not so simple. In the second shot, Tanakama requires both 3 lug and the appearance of water. Nachman Yuri holds only milk will be different, so Rav will agree with both, and that's going to be the discussion. Whose shita is Rav Yudah Marav going with different color or not? Point number 2 is, again, those 2 Eidim hiding behind the door. Will Eidim Zaymin get Malkus if they paid? The Mishnah says, that's why someone owes 200 zuz. The found Eidim Zaymin says, Rameir, Loikin, Mishalmin, Loyashem Evidei Makkos, Mivein Lidei Tashlumin, 2 different Shemis, Loisane, Eidah Sheker, and Kasher Zaman. Say the Chachamim, no, Kol Mishalmin, Einoy Loike, where the Chachamim get their din from Kidei Rishasei, Rishachas at the B'chayva Vita Machayvoi, Shtei Rishayos. Ula says, or Meir says, is din from the case of Motzi Shemra. Continues the Gemara, point number 3 is Rav Yudah says, Lav Shein by Maisa, the guy that walked in and he's holding his back, he got Malkus, even though he was a Motzi Shemra. A Motzi Shemra, who someone comes along and gives 8, says his wife will still get Malkus. So it came from the halacha of carbon pesach meat, someone leaves over nicer until the morning, which of course is the siyata d'shmaya and these Gemara Makkos mamish in the beginning of Pesach. Because the din of nicer, what is the halacha beish tisreif? Rav Yudah says, mitzvah say, comes along and says, you do not get Malkus. Rav Yaakov says, why? Because lav she'ein by ma'isa, ain loikin a love. So says the Gemara, Rav Yudah clearly holds, lav she'ein by ma'isa, yes, loikin a love. And only over here, because of be'ish tisreifu, Reish Lakish says, we learn it out from Eidim Zaymim. So Daf Dalet and Makkos, the door that flies open, knocking over the water into the mikvah, reminding of us of the discussion of Shleisha Lugin with the quart of Yayin. Has the Mara of Yayin, will that passel up the mikvah? And that discussion, point number 1. Point number 2 is the Mishnah of Rameir, to get Malkus and Mamain. And point number 3 is Shleisha V'dei Makkos, if they Mamain, 2 different Shemos or not, Machlek Rameir the Chachamim. Point number 3 is Rav Yehuda, the shita that holds the lav she'in by ma'isa, you'll yes get Malkus alav. Rav Yehuda says by nicer dafka beish tisreifu, but in a regular lav she'in by ma'isa, yes get Malkus. Daf Dalet and Makkos, the deles, the door.